Siamo live. We are live. Where is Dean? Suddenly, he left the scenario. All right. He's here again. He's here.
Hello.
He's here again.
Yeah, I had some technical difficulties.
Thanks a lot for attending this really special guest from Solana ecosystem, Dean Pappas, director of Realms. Claps, claps, claps. Thanks a lot, Dean, for to be with us.
Thank you for having me, Eugenio.
First of all, I want to tell to all this audience, forgive me for my poor English, but I discuss together with Dean and moreover take also questions from the chat. We have met during Abu Dhabi breakpoint, so more or less 3 months ago. We have discussed together some projects in which together believe and in which together can join our forces, our develop in a better to develop a better solution for the future. But today we are here to make a look through, a focus, or something really new on the crypto space, which is Island Capital DAO. You can see in the background the website inside Realms ecosystem. I am also a contributor of Island DAO version 2. So, Dean, first question, in order to warm this live show. What is Island Capital DAO? Why it's so amazing as a crypto project, as a rising crypto project, and project for a decentralized fund inside Solana ecosystem?
Yeah, thank you for the great question. What we're trying to do here is create for the first time a fund that has no manager. And this unlocks a huge design space, because one of the biggest problems with giving your money to other people is trust. When you're giving them that money, they also have complete decision-making over how that money is used. This is the first time where everybody who gives money to the fund gets to decide how that fund is used together. So there's not one person that has any managerial hierarchy above other people. Everyone equally gets to decide. Now, the way we accomplish this is we use a new governance type called Sowellian governance. And this is like a prediction market where people bet using the money they've already put into the fund, that using their shares of the fund, if they think buying Bitcoin, for example, is a good idea, or not buying it is a good idea. Which one is the good idea? And we hold on to those bets until we see the result. If we made money, the people who bet it was a good idea gain the shares of the people who said it was no, a bad idea, and vice versa. If we lost money, the people who bet that it would go up lose their money to the nose. And as you know, we already deployed some capital into Bitcoin during this very hard trading environment. And what happened was the people who bet no got the shares from the people who bet yes, we should buy it. And what's exciting is that over time, more of the decision making moves to the people who are making better decisions.
Amazing. I ask you in order to help our Italian audience to better understand. If you want, you can also share from your PC to show in particular this specific aspect. I try to summarize the issue for all the audience, all the community. In other words, it's a sort of decentralized fund in which people who want to participate to this decentralized funds make a capital apportation in stablecoin inside the vault of the DAO. Then all these people can together decide how to allocate this digital asset inside the vault. Please, Dean, stop me if I am saying something wrong. Stop me. But I am trying to simplify the thing for Italian audience. Once in the table, over the table, opportunity to allocate a part of this vault in, for instance, we want to put 5% of the vault in stablecoin, 10% in Bitcoin, 15% in Solana staking, or something like a proposer, or else a member of the DAO who make an on-chain proposal. This on-chain proposal can be voted by all the others simply in a really simple way. You can approve or you can reject the proposal. I want to share Dean screen. For instance, I let you the scene, Dean. Just a moment. Once you have expressed your vote or your approval, you must wait for the other votes in order to know if the majority of the people involved in DAO are with you. Transformed. It's better if this part it's up to you, Dean.
Yeah, I think you're doing a great job. Here is a proposal that one of the people who has the token. How do you get the token? That screen you're showing in the beginning, the fundraise site. Anybody can do this. So anybody can say, I want to raise a fund. We spin up a fundraise page. Everybody puts their money in together. All of that money sits in a fund. No one controls that money. It's equally shared by everyone who put money into the fund. So it's great for a group of friends, but it's also great for a serious hedge fund business. I mean, this goes to all levels because no one controls it. All the money is safely in one spot. And then we all receive tokens equal to how much money we put. You put $1,000, you'll get 1,000 tokens. Now, on this page, somebody has proposed that we buy SOL. I can see so far that 85 tokens have bet that it's a good idea, and 651 tokens have bet it's a bad idea. Here we describe how much we're going to put into SOL and why it's a good buy. And we can see that so far, it's not going to happen. We're not going to buy because there's more people betting no than yes. If I want, I can also join the bet. And I'll see here what my potential ROI would be. This ROI is calculated off of the people who bet no. For it to pass, I would need to bet more than 650, right? There's 85, so if I bet 600, it would have a higher chance of passing. And I have a potential ROI now because I bet more of 90%. This bet would help us buy Sol. The proposal would pass. But then I would only win the bet if the price of Sol went up after we bought it. So did we make a good idea? Yes, I'm going to win the money. If we made a bad idea, I'm going to lose this money.
And can you courtesy go back in the bet area?
Yes.
In the previous exactly. Could you courtesy explain how the bet amount works, or else anyone can put a huge amount in the bet field, or this the total amount you can bet is linked to your capital participation?
In the beginning, it's linked to your capital participation. I started with a capital participation of $10,000. Today, I have 10,036. I earned 36 by making a good decision. I voted no on purchasing Bitcoin. I can show you real fast what happened here. I bet 100 to buy it, and I bet 35 to not buy it. The price of Bitcoin went down, but I won 136 shares because more people had bet yes than no. So the no people earned these shares. These people took their shares of the capital. That's why I have more than 10,000 now, because I also bet no. The only way somebody can participate is if they're with the fund in the beginning, or if there's a secondary market, which I expect many of these funds, I expect every single one of these funds to have a trading token. And that trading token, I expect to trade at the value of the Treasury.
The value of the Treasury. But let me ask you another question about the betting, the way of betting. When you put this amount, you are not betting with Sol or USDC.
No, you are betting with your shares of the fund. So if the fund collects $1 million and you put in 100,000, you have 10% of the shares of the fund. So we give you a different token that represent your shares of that 1 million. You use those shares to bet. And at the end, you hope that you have more shares because you're making
these shares. See, these shares are, as I can say, abstract shares. You can lose your apportation in the vault by betting, right?
Yes, and you don't have to bet. If you want to bet, you could lose them. But if you want to, you don't ever have to bet, which is very good for people who are passive investors. You put your money in and let everybody else trade to make the fund more valuable.
And when a proposal reach the threshold to deploy it, the bond quorum or the quorum, then the execution of the proposal is automatic by the smart contract.
Completely decentralized. So here we saw that if this proposal passed to purchase USDC, swap USDC for JLP, we see that we would make a token account, and then we see the Jupiter limit order to purchase this much USDC in JLP. And the only way it will trigger is if this quorum, the quorum of people, passes. The bond quorum is the amount of money the proposer had to put to show that they have an idea. This is to prevent spam. That way, every single idea has some money behind it. So this person who proposed it, Lazy Soul, did not lose any money. I bet both yes and no. I didn't lose any money, and we did not purchase JLP.
I see. Can you courtesy show another example of a proposal?
Yes. So this one with BTC, we did purchase BTC right here.
I remember because you asked me DAO Island Capital about Zeta BTC, and I expressed my opinion about it. But as I can see, the proposal has passed.
Yes, and we, I asked you because Nummus DAO is the most popular DAO for purchasing Bitcoin on Solana.
See, Zeta BTC is a proxy of BTC, but at the moment has not a great market cap. So it can make sense in any case because it has other features about this specific proxy of BTC. But for a contributor of the Island Capital DAO, where he can have a look to the Treasury, to the allocation of the Treasury.
So on this main page of Island Capital, you can see the current Treasury here. And we're currently holding all of our assets are in USDC.
See?
So every single one of our proposals today, and that's today, in a bit we can talk about the roadmap. Today, the only proposal we can make is a limit order proposal, which for a fund is a very small amount of tools. So we are working on adding more options. That way, it's not restricted to just swapping USDC into a different asset.
This is I make you for a next future. Do you think it will be possible to add perpetual to this type of decentralized fund?
Yes, perpetuals will be available next week.
Next week? So this means, for instance, I, as contributor, want to launch a proposal. Hey guys, what do you think about this on Ethereum, short on Ethereum for 2 Ethereum, and take profit, stop loss. These are the level of our operation. If the proposal will be passed, thanks throughout this betting mode, then the treasury of the fund will have an exposure against perpetual. Wow.
Exactly. And this is important because right now we have a bear market. Many of our participants want exposure to shorting. And what's exciting is that this gives exposure to many people who don't know how to use perpetuals to get it with the friends that they've put their funds with. So that's one of the other benefits you get from joining one of these funds. If you're a passive investor, you can now rely on your other investor colleagues to use more sophisticated tools like perpetuals to be able to generate some profit during, a downturn. We're also going to be adding prediction markets. So Kalshi uses D-Flow on Solana, and now also Polymarket is working with Jupiter. So these are both options we have to bring to the fund, where it'll be the first time that a group of people can work together in a prediction market, and it'll give an individual exposure to leverage in a prediction market, because in a prediction market there's not enough liquidity. There's no one else offering leverage for a prediction market. Here, because you are moving capital that's larger than your initial stake, you have access now to leverage on a prediction market. So we're really excited about adding those two capabilities. Right now, anybody can launch a fund. This is completely decentralized, but it gets better the more tools we let people use in the decentralized way.
And imagining a next future, I make these questions because I am a manager of a crypto incubator in Italy, who at the moment managed digital asset, but obviously without no type of solicitation due to European regulation. Only manage crypto asset using the contribution of the stakeholder, more or less something of Island Capital DAO is doing at the moment. Imagining an investor who want to participate in this type of fund, his contribution will be represented by the token of the Vault DAO. Is it correct?
He will contribute and receive token.
So for instance, imagine every Vault DAO will have its proper coin. It's proper coin. It's proper treasury coin. Well, if I want to exit from the vault, I need to sell those coins, right?
So we have the ability for the fund to dissolve in exchange for the token. So at the end of the fund's life, everybody sends their tokens in and receives their portion of the fund. We can also offer this during the fund. It makes more sense for a fund to only offer this with some sort of discount. That way, not everybody can leave whenever they want. So you say, our fund has a 1-year duration, And if you want to exit earlier than 1 year, you take a 20% or 10% penalty. This today doesn't have a lot of liquidity. It's not a very well-known tool. I think in the future, all of these coins will trade. So that way, if you really want to exit prematurely, you can go on to the secondary market.
And in this secondary market will be buyer, potential buyer and seller of the perfect match between people who want to enter and people who want to exit to cash out from their participation of the fund. Amazing, absolutely astonishing. Claps, claps, standing ovation. Bravi, 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 bravi. So in the next,
I have a question.
In the next, tell me, Dean.
I have a question for you because you've also been participating, and we have an idea for a new fund. One of the decisions people make when they make a fund is how long is the vote. On this fund, it's a 2-day vote, which is a very long time to be a fast and efficient fund. Would you be interested in a fund where the decision window was closer to 1 hour?
1 hour, obviously, in case you need speed to enter and exit from the market, time window to take a decision or to make a new apportation. But for the point of view of a crypto asset manager or a crypto or professional crypto trader, I am really interested in what you have said before, or else in the next weeks there the possibility to go long or short with several digital assets using the funds inside the treasury.
Yeah, I think that's the big opportunity.
So
again,
this means, for instance, that there will be a sort of integration between realms as perpetual DEX on Solana.
Drift, yeah.
Drift. Mio Dio, my God.
It's gonna be fun. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. So anything you can trade on Drift,
I have
you will
dreamed
be able
a lot of time about this the integration between Drift and a Vault DAO inside the realms, just to make a trade as a professional trader. What about now the life of Island Capital DAO? My question is launched last week, the previous week. Now, how many months, years do you think this project will have in order to pass to a new vision or a new version, or else it will go on
I think that
for a long time.
I think the best use of this tool is to have short duration funds. And all of the people can go and start a new fund right after. The idea is that each time you launch the fund, you articulate, you say ahead of time, these are the rules. Already, we see some rules that we would want to change. So it's good that this fund will wind down in 2 months. So in 6 weeks, about 6 weeks, we will then return all of the funds for the shares. Island Capital will continue. It'll just raise again from the beginning. It will have built up a name. More traders will know, okay, this is the performance of Island Capital. These are the kind of traders in Island Capital. And Island DAO receives 1% of all the losing shares in bets. So we've only had one proposal that passed and failed. 1% was $11. So Island DAO has earned $11 from operating Island Capital. Nummus and Torino can do the same thing, that they operate their own fund, and then from the losses, only from the people who make bad decisions, 1% of their bets goes to Torino DAO or to Nummus DAO. And what's exciting is this becomes a revenue engine for communities to grow their funds. So
it's a sort of a revenue it's a revenue generating model for each fund, for each vault, right?
For each DAO, every DAO now has a way to manage their fund and make revenue off of managing that fund.
All right. When this live show ends, I will ask you about further integrations about realms and our DAOs inside your ecosystem. Well, I think we are going to end this show, more or less other 4 or 5 minutes. There is any other features as to make another look through inside the Island Capital DAO? There are other specific features we have not seen at the moment.
No, I think you know, it's very easy once you
no, Dean, sorry, Dean. Try please to proposal or to create a bet, not to launch a bet, but we imagine a bet, so people who are watching this live can have an idea. So, for instance, bet details: swap USDC from Sol. Description: I think it's a good time to buy Sol. Evaluation time.
So this 14. Is how long will we hold the Sol before we look if the price went up or down? And you could do a maximum of 14 days. This 14 days maximum is set by our fund. If you want to make your own fund, we can change this number. We also, as a Island Capital, we've said that we can make big bets or small bets. So if I'm doing just 2 days, I could decide to I can't show you from here. Yeah, this is different because I have what's it called? I have a multi-sig on this one. I cannot show you on the screen. I apologize.
No, don't worry. I have understood. I got it.
Let me see if I can show you here what it would look like though. We go to DeFi, And from our DeFi choices, we would do a Jupiter limit order.
We create Jupiter limit order.
And here you would decide to trade. The maximum we can spend is 10% of our treasury. That's what we've voted on as a group, that we cannot spend more than 10% on a trade.
See? On each proposal.
On each proposal, exactly. And then I would swap for Sol. This is the execution price. And then I could save it. And then go forward with the proposal details. And this is the actual transaction. Now, one of the other things I want to show real fast that we didn't, we talked a little about, but this is a very interesting opportunity. Dissolution. This is a decentralized way where we swap the assets of the DAO back for the tokens that we issued during the fundraise. This is the only place in all of crypto where you can, in a decentralized way, liquidate a treasury for the token holders.
And the dissolution process, technical point of view, how much time does it take? Imagine we have 10 tokens, 10 coins for 10,000 USA dollars, more or less. Once you proceed, you go on with the dissolution procedure. The smart contract, how much time all the assets receive the, for instance, stable coin for them, and distribute and create the claim, and create the claim for the participants.
The moment after the vote is completed, a new page comes up, and anyone can go and claim, submit their tokens and claim. It's instant. So all you have to do is vote to dissolve, and then there is a dedicated website that will stay there forever for people to dissolve their tokens for the funds. It stays there forever. You don't have a certain window. You can go and you can safely claim. You know, if you went on vacation and came back, you would find that you could claim. And what's nice about this is we can offer this also to DAOs. That way, if somebody doesn't like the way a DAO is running, they can leave the DAO. Not everybody has to dissolve. You can make this for, you know, a few people. Like whoever wants can go and dissolve, and then we can continue.
Ah, wow. Fantastico. Really fantastico. I think we will plan a new live interview with you in the next weeks in order to plan another features you are showing to us today. We are going to end. Dean, can you courtesy remember how people can interact with you or can find any type of informations about Island Capital and above all Realm?
Yeah, so realms.today is the best place to start your journey. Here you can go ahead and make a multi-sig, you can make a DAO. Right now we have something called the DAO Olympics, where you can earn tokens by joining different DAOs. We're going to be having a token launch. So right now you can also see people are competing to earn points on Realms. So the easiest way for you to qualify is to just join any DAO. I suggest you join Torino DAO or Nummus DAO. These are great DAOs that Eugenio and his company operate. And if you go to if you go to raise funds, you will see here new projects that are raising, new funds that you can join, just like Island Capital. And if you want to start your own, you can click here and contact us, and we'll help you set up either your own fund or your own new token.
All the referred link can easily contact Dean and all his team, all his tech team. By our community, from Italian audience, we thanks you a lot for your clarification and all the tech details you have shown and help to understand how these new systems are available today thanks to Realms platform. Dean, I hope to see you in real life as soon as possible, but as I mentioned before, probably in the next month, we will plan a live show together for a new look through. My best regards, best wishes for all our digital asset investment. Keep building on Solana. Everything else is just noise. Thanks, Dean, for staying with us. Stay here.
Bye-bye.
Stay, no, don't leave. Don't leave.